Hello and welcome to another edition of I'm Ranj, and today I will be giving you the co-main and main event for UFC 256, Figueiredo versus Moreno. Okay, I have already done a Capper comparison video for each of the other fights on the card, with the exception of Tisha Torres and Sam Hughes. That because it came in late, whatever. But I think Tisha Torres probably got that one in the books. She's like a minus 600 favorite. Anyway, if you're new to my show, what I do is I take my favorite sports handicappers off of YouTube. I apologize for stumbling over my words. And I place their picks, free picks off YouTube, and I place their picks side by side and display them for you to take a look. I've already, like I said, used a new batch of cappers in all the videos I've done leading up to this, and this is the accumulation of all the cappers I use. For example, the prelim fight, by the way, the early prelim fight, Sergey Spivak, that fight got squashed. That's not happening anymore. It's Sergey Spivak versus Jared Vandera. Put the cat down. Come on. That's not happening. But anyway, I think there's 10 fights left. So check them out. Go into my videos already made and check out the other fights. But here I'm going to use every capper that I used in the previous videos leading up to the co-main and main event. Okay, eventually once I get to 500 subscribers, I can stop saying, if you're new to my show, what I do, I can stop that, and I'm looking forward to that day. So please subscribe if you haven't, because I got to keep doing that until at least I get 500, all right? So without further ado, let's get into the co-main event. We've got Tony El Cucuy, Ferguson at lightweight. Once again, my speaking order is all mumbled and crappy today. I have brain farts all morning. He's taking on Charles Oliveira, do Bronx. Ferguson, El Cucuy comes in at 26-4. He's the favorite at minus 162. All these odds are from Bet Online as of late last night. Charles Oliveira, do Bronx, he's got a record of 29 wins, 8 losses, 1 no contest. He's the underdog at plus 142. The over-under set at 2.5. Some places have it 1.5. Well, you have an option at a lot of different places, but in general, it's set at 2.5. The over, plus 129. Under is at minus 159. Okay. Let's see. Before I throw out all these cappers' names, let's throw a little more info for you guys. El Cucuy, his last fight was that loss against Justin Gaethje. Got knocked out in the 5th round. And he didn't really get knocked out. It was stopped. He didn't quit and give up or anything. It was TKO. It was stoppage. Charles Oliveira, his last fight was a win against Kevin Lee, guillotine submission. But I will note, Tony Ferguson also has in the past beat Kevin Lee by triangle choke, he submitted him too. I believe it was triangle choke. So Tony Ferguson, his last, aside from Kevin Lee, his last 5, beside the loss to Justin Gaethje, he beat Cowboy by busting his eye injury. He beat Anthony Pettis. Anthony Pettis broke his hand, both corner stoppage. Then Kevin Lee, the triangle choke, and then before that, he had a decision against Rafael Dos Santos RDA. So he hasn't lost, aside from the Justin Gaethje, Justin Gaethje. But aside from that, he hasn't lost since 2012, and that was against Michael Johnson. Yeah, 2012. That's a good chunk of 8 years without a loss. Anyway, Oh, what else? He's fighting out of Ventura, California, Knuckleheads Boxing. I do believe he's got a BJJ black belt from Eddie Bravo. El Cuy is translated as the Mexican boogeyman, like Mexican folklore comes if it takes bad kids, hides in your closet. If you're a bad kid, El Cuy is gonna come get you. It's like a hairy little red-eyed monster. Tony Ferguson. What else? Ultimate Fighter Season 13 winner. He knocked out all 4 of his opponents in that season. He came out. To wrap it up, Tony Ferguson is phenomenal. Okay, don't let that loss to Justin Gaethje twist your thinking about El Cuy. Charles Oliveira, he's no joke either. But a lot of these cappers have said he has a tendency. He does quit. He does give up in the middle of fights. You'll never see that from Tony Ferguson. He'll go until he's dead. He will still keep pushing forward. Charles Oliveira, though, I've heard you can visibly see some of his past fights where he's just given up. And let's see. He also, what's interesting? Charles Oliveira said he was out and he's not going to fight again till 2021 because of an injury. Yet now he took on this fight against Tony Ferguson. I know it's because it's like a big opportunity. It's a big name. If he wins this, but did he come back from his injury faster than expected, or is it still lingering and he's just not? I don't know. That's kind of messed up. He is on a 7-fight win streak. Other note I got from Lock of the Night: 23 of the 26 fights that Charles Oliveira has been in went under 2.5 rounds. That's a good stat to keep in mind. Under 2.5 rounds. He's fighting out of Brazil. It's like Gold Team Texas. He's fighting out of Texas also. But I looked at the Gold Team Texas. Their parent team is Bronx Gold Team, which is, you go in the Bronx Gold Team, and that's pretty much Oliveira. I think his kid, because there's another Du Bronx. It's like, his name is Hermanson, I think. Hermanson Du Bronx Oliveira. I think that must be, maybe it's his kid or his younger brother or something. I'm pretty sure he's related because it's all connected in the same gym. Okay. Then he's got Shoot Box Diego Lima. That's in Brazil, that's his striking school, I'm assuming. Okay, what else can I say about these guys? Not much. Let's get into what the cappers are picking, what they have to say. Okay, I'm gonna go back and forth, but I'm gonna keep going back and forth until I run out of people. You're gonna see it's gonna be heavily one-sided. Okay, so taking Tony Ferguson, we have Lock of the Night, who I said is big on the under. That's his pick, but he's got Ferguson within distance and the under 2.5. Okay, for Lock of the Night, Manpreet. Then Levi from Hype Check. Oh, I love that Hype Check's doing full card now. They used to only do the top 5 bets for UFC. Now they're doing full card. Thank you, Levi, for that. He's taken him and his team do hours of research so you don't have to. Hype Check, that team over at Hype Check, Levi and those guys, they're on Oliveira. Du Bronx. Cody Saftik, he's also from the odds.com group with Lock of the Night. They do a post weigh-in show with Lock of the Night, Cody Saftik, Just Bleed MMA, and MMA Prediction Guru. And that's the link that I'm going to put in the description for this. I try to update. Everybody else, I'm still going off their old picks. Like Hype Check, he only did one video. But if you do an update video like Clint, he does it after the weigh-in, and so do the odds guys. So Cody Saftik, he's taking Ferguson. I might as well put the rest of those guys up here. Where is he? MMA Prediction Guru. Same program. He took Ferguson submission round 3. sub round 3. But the host of the show, Just Bleed MMA, he's leaning for Oliveira. He's taking Oliveira, but his bet is the under as well as lock of the night. That is his play. I don't think he's gonna bet Oliveira, but he's got Oliveira winning. Interesting. Like I said, Clint after the weigh-in, he couldn't. He looks for like little flaws in their their weigh-ins, see if anybody's weak from sucking weight. He said the only fight he saw like a diminished character was both Fiziev and Moicano both look like crap at their weigh-ins, like they're both sucking weight, but they're fighting each other. So he can't give an advantage to one or the other when it comes to that. Everybody else, he pretty much said, comes in looking good. This one, of course, Tony Ferguson. I guess he forgot his glasses, but then he got them. So he weighed in without his glasses, but then the stare down thing, he put glasses on. And Charles Oliveira, he had glasses on too. Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. Okay, Clint is taking El Cucoy, the Mexican boogeyman, even though he's fighting out of Brazil. Well, or fighting out of California, but he's Brazilian. We got UGA, UFC Gambling Addicts, Leighton's got Oliveira winning by decision, and he's like, you guys may think I'm crazy with it, or he said something to the effect of like, yeah, I'm gonna go against the popular opinion, which he is. I like it though. I like when you take underdogs. It's my favorite. It's my fave. DFS by the numbers. That's Brady. Also taking Ferguson by knockout. Brady's also an odds.com guy. They got a whole fleet of people. Okay, MMA fortune teller. The teller. He too is taking the contrarian pick and Charles Oliveira. Then we got the Money Right Fight Crew, or Money Right Fight Club Smack God, Mr. 83-inch reach for Smack God. He used to be he's old now. He's like my age, 46, but he used to be a fighter. He can roll, he says. Yeah, I believe it. And he said he's got like a 7-foot wingspan. I'm the opposite. I got like a 3-foot wingspan. I got T-Rex arm. But anyway, I do. I can't make my forearms grow any further. Nothing I can do about it. But Smack God, anyway, he definitely check the video. Check all these. The links will be in the description, and they're in the past videos. Check it out. It's Money Right Fight Club are the entertainment. You don't even got to be a fan of UFC fighting. You can just watch them just to be entertained. Gabe, the banker, he's a comedian. So he's like throwing jokes out. Jazz, hilarious, fun. Another entertaining guy is MMA Guru. You guys know him. He's a British one, not the American one. He's got the Nick Cat. He's very outspoken. He said TKO in the third. I am gonna run out of room.
Yes, you are.
I know. I'm gonna go into the other board, and still, I don't think I'll have enough room for everybody. We got Robbie from Raw MMA News taking Charles Oliveira. Raw MMA. He's pretty news. He's saying pretty much it's because the age. Oh, Oliveira's 31. According to Gabe Killian, that's his prime. Oh, Gabe is passing on this fight. No bet for Gabe. He's caught. He doesn't know. Yeah, he said he's gonna pass on it. So I'm not writing him down. That saved me a little bit. Anyway, but he did know Ferguson is 36, which they had Spat God and Gabe the Banker, they had a little bit of debate on age because earlier Gabe is taking who's old timer in the main card? Yeah, there he is. Ronaldo. He's taking Jacare Souza, who's 41. He's taking him by submission over Kevin Holland, who's 28. And then, but here he's like, I don't know, I don't like the age because he's like, well, this is fighting. It's not like girlfriend. Like, because Smack God was like, oh, if you're a 30, if you're a 41-year-old guy dating a young 20-something, that's kind of odd. And he's like, this is not girlfriends, it's fighters. 31, that's a fighter in the prime. 37 is a fighter getting, like, pretty much retiring. So they both make good points. But then, on the other hand, he's like, Jacare Souza's 41, taking on Kevin Holland, 28. And Gabe's like, yeah, well, that's different because Jacare can still compete with the best. So I don't know what's going on. But anyway, definitely check that out. He passed on this anyway. Where was I? MMA Guru, TKO in the third. Robbie, he said, he's taking Oliveira because of the age, and he thinks Ferguson took on a little bit too much damage against Justin Gaethje, which could be true, man. It could be. There's a lot of question marks about how he's going to come back after that loss. People think mentally he might have took on some damage mentally from that loss against Justin Gaethje, which the mental is a big factor here that people overlook. They just think it's all physical. Nuh-uh. Mental plays a big deal. Your mental, your psyche. Okay. E-Money. E-Money's saying third round TKO. TKO 3. I see a trend. Third round. Will Martin UFC picks. He's saying by decision. Then we've got eBay's is saying third round TKO. Third round again. This is a 3-round fight because it's not, it's not a title fight or anything. So it's definitely a 3-round fight. KFC. That's King of Crackdowns. Not KFC. K of C. King of Crackdowns 5095. I like him though. He did awesome. He did his video I'm going to put in the description. He did a driving quick, like a 3-minute review, and he talks so fast. It's great, and you can see the whole background. He's driving. So I'm going to do a driving review for this Tony Ferguson. It's fitting. It is. It was good. He's saying submission third round for Tony. El Kukui. Fight night picks. Both Matt and Craig are siding with Tony Ferguson. Greedo plays. He's saying TKO. When? Third round. Oh, surprise. Okay. Vlad from UFC Celebrities and Classics. The Bulgarian Cowboy, Vladimir Zek. He is saying CNC, Celebrities and Classics. He's saying Tony Ferguson is giving him the edge. He's a beast. His pressure is nonstop. Oh, accolades. He's big high on Tony Ferguson. DFS by the numbers. Oh, I already wrote him. Oh, I got him down here twice. Huh, no wonder the numbers were off. MMA experts, that's AJ DeVito. He's saying TKO second round. Oh, finally, somebody TKO not in the third. TKO 2. TKO in the second. Okay. I said Greedo. I got fight night picks. Justin Jr. Justin Jr. also, and he also did a post weigh-in video, and that's the link I'm going to put in the description. He's saying a late TKO. Surprise, surprise. So there you have it. That's, I believe that's, I hope I didn't miss anybody. I think I got, man, I think I got all of them. Let's do a count, see how many I got up here. The only one that I don't have a previous video is the Cody Safdie, because he has another video that he did, but I just didn't happen to watch it. So I included him in this one because he was on that odds 4-way split screen. But anyway, let's see. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cappers. Fight Night Picks is 2 people. So 17 cappers taking El Cucuy. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cappers taking Oliveira. And like I said, Gabe the banker, he's passing, so he doesn't count. So, yeah. I have to go with the capper majority here and take El Cucuy, the boogeyman.
Daddy, look.
Who's that, your brother?
No, it's a princess.
Oh, it's a princess. Okay, so I'm taking Tony Ferguson to win TKO. Go with the trend. Trend, 3rd round. All right, there you have it. So, moving on. Next, we've got the main event. Main event. Deiveson, Figueiredo. With a record of 20 wins and 1 loss. Say it again. Deiveson, Figueiredo.
Deiveson, Figueiredo.
Deiveson Figueiredo comes in with a record of 20 and 1. He's the pretty heavy favorite here at minus 312. You can write on this. That's it. He's taking on Brandon Moreno. 18. Brandon Moreno, the assassin baby. That's his nickname. The assassin baby. 18 victories, 5 losses, and 1 draw as a professional fighter. Coming as an underdog at plus 262. Over-unders, this is a 5-round fight, but the over-under, according to Bet Online, is 2.5. Over minus 110, under minus 120. Let's see what all these cappers have to say. This, I will definitely run out of room, so I'm just going to write. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm just going to.
Dad, you can write in here.
I might have to. I'm going to have to go down and then back over. So this is also going to be Figueiredo too. So can you give me a red marker?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's also.
Hey, Papa.
What?
I was gonna write a line.
What?
Nothing.
That's your spot. This is the main and co-main event.
I was gonna write a line there, so.
Oh no, it's gonna be this, and this, all for this guy. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about the champion for a little bit.
Is there a lot of people who's picking that guy?
We'll find out, right? Okay, let's talk about the champ. He
You
is
will, because you already have.
he is aside from being a champion, flyweight champion, Deiveson Figueiredo is also a sushi chef and a hairdresser. His nickname is Dios de Guerra, which translates to God of War. His last fight was a win against the Mexican and Alex Perez by guillotine submission.
Stop itching.
And he's fighting out of Brazil, Team Figueiredo. That's his gym. And he's taking on Brandon Moreno, Mexican. The Assassin Baby, his last win was against Brandon Royval. TKO, remember, is like the dislocated, popped the shoulder out of socket. If he had 1 second, if the ref just let it go 1 second left, they could have popped it back in, and he could have, who knows what it could have happened. It was kind of a, yeah, I picked Royval, that's why I was a little salty, but you got to give it to him. Brandon Moreno did come out the victor in that by TKO, dislocated shoulder, whatever. He's fighting out of Tijuana, Baja, California, Mexico. So that's like that area between California, Mexico, the Baja. Entram Gym is his gym in Mexico. Another guy that goes there is El Teco, Alberto Quinones. What is it, Juan or Jose Alberto Quinones? I don't know. I know he lost last week to Luis Smoka, right? First round KO, wasn't it? Anyway, he also has a gym that he goes to in the U.S. called Ludwig Martial Arts. That's in Colorado. Brandon Moreno does have a 2-inch height and a 2-inch reach advantage over Deiveson Figueiredo. Now, let's get on with all these cappers. Let's just start writing them down. Okay, here we go. We've got Levi from Hype Check. I gotta write a little bit smaller than usual because there's a lot of people going for the champ, Deiveson Figueiredo. So, Hype Check. Then we got Leighton, UGA. He's saying by decision for Figueiredo. Cody Saftik, his play on this is the over 1.5 rounds. Even though BetOnline has it at 2.5, but I'm sure you can get the option. Just open up the fight, hit that plus sign. It'll give you a whole bunch. You can pick the round, whatever you want. His thing is over 1.5. So I'll just write over there. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Will Martin. He's saying within 3 rounds. So I'm just gonna put within distance. Okay. Even though it's a 5-round fight, he thinks early, within 3 rounds. So he's probably taking the under there. Robbie, Raw MMA News. He's saying Figueiredo is gonna finish him. So he didn't specify which round. I think he did. He might have said late rounds. I can't recall. MMA Fortune Teller. He's siding with Figueiredo. E-Money. He's saying submission, 2nd round. Then we've got MMA Prediction Guru. Did he say how? I better leave room. Oh, look at the smear. Okay, quick. MMA Prediction Guru, Pred Guru. He's saying TKO in the 3rd, but that's on his first show. He said that on the 4-way show. He just picked him. He didn't say which round. Speaking of that show, Lock of the Night, Manpreet, within distance. Just Bleed MMA. Also taken Figueiredo. Clint from Die Hard MMA Podcast. He's saying he said late knockout for Figueiredo. Money Right Fight Club, Gabe the Banker, and Smack God, both taking Figueiredo. I guess, Deiveson Figueiredo is like fighter of the year. I guess that's most dominant fighter of the year. MMA Guru First round submission. First round sub. eBay's fight predictions is taken. King of Crackdowns, KFC, a 4th round TKO. 4th round, I like that. Then we got Greedo. Did I write him already? No. Man, so many cappers. TKO in the 2nd. And Justin Jr. TKO in the 1st. Then UFC Celebs and Classics. Vlad. Take a Figueiredo. DFS by the numbers. He's saying by knockout. MMA experts. I'll stick Figueiredo, and finally to wrap it up, both the Allen brothers, Matt and Craig. Even though Matt is a huge fan of Brandon Moreno, I thought he was going to be the lone wolf, but no. Everybody is taking Deiveson Figueiredo for a full capper consensus. Tell them what it is.
Is when all the handicappers pick one person.
And in this case, all the handicappers that I watched in all their prediction videos that I previewed on the show have fully taken Deiveson Figueiredo to somehow beat Brandon Moreno, making this a full capper consensus on the main event. Let's count them. You count too. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22. And actually this is counted as 2 people. So 23 MMA handicappers are picking Deiveson Figueiredo.
Daddy, I can count over 100.
And I know you can. And nobody that I watched is picking poor Brandon Moreno. Of course, I am not going to be the contrarian on this one. Deiveson Figueiredo is a different type of man. He's phenomenal, and I don't see him losing in a long time. So I too am taking Deiveson Figueiredo. I'm gonna say, and like Moreno, I don't like. I had
Is my
like
I said, backwards? Is my 1 backwards?
Your 7 is backwards, and so is your 3.
Is my 1 backwards?
I'm taking Figueiredo. I think TKO in the 1st. Or,
Is my 1 and my 8
TKO in
backwards?
we'll say the 2nd. I think Moreno might be able to hang out for a round. I mean, he might shock the world. He might shock literally the whole MMA capper community here. And he might be surprise everybody and just. But I don't see it happening. If you think it, comment. If you're for Brandon Moreno, please put in your comment. I'm interested to see the other side. Nobody could really. I mean, Fight Night Picks are the only ones that speak highly of Moreno, and that's why I thought Matt Allen was gonna side. I thought I was gonna be right and. Fight Night Picks, Matt Allen on this here, because he'd be the only person. But no, he even went with Deiveson Figueiredo. Everybody went with Deiveson, the God of War, Dios de Guerra, Figueiredo. to win. So to recap,
Time check!
I've got Tony Alcucoy,
Is my son
Ferguson
backwards?
beating Charles Oliveira by a
Daddy,
TKO in the
is my son
third.
backwards in 17?
No, it is not. You fixed it. Your 5 is backwards.
Five.
And your 6 is backwards.
Oh.
It's supposed to be like that. See this? 5 and 6, that's how it's supposed to be. A little dyslexia, that's all. So anyway. Gather the info. Place the bets and cash the tickets. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give me that thumbs up. Comment down below with anything you have to say. Hit that bell. I've still got to do a bunch of NFL videos. And of course there's the next week is a whole nother event. So I look forward to doing that for you. So good luck on these bets. Be sure to check out the other videos. Check out all the links on all these cappers. They're phenomenal. Props to them. Subscribe to their channels too. Good luck on the bets, and I'll see you next episode.
Bye.